Hi, you guys. I am back. I think I already came on here and I addressed the fact that someone was in a relationship and that changed drastically. Like in a week, I will do a story time about that one day. When I start showing my face, right now I don't show my face. I'm not showing my face. There's nothing wrong with my face. I'm very pretty. It's just that, it's just some things that I have to fix before I start doing the cam. But I addressed something and it's like I will tell you like after I came on here and talked about that, like not too long after that, something changed. It changed very fast and it was peaceful and it was sweet. Uh for me, but I came back on here and I want to talk a little bit about the bullshit that's going on. The main thing I want to talk about is the dumpster fire that we call and we know and we love the United States of America. That is where I stay at. If you're not American and you're watching me, I live in this country that is basically a dumpster fire. Um, I don't. Sorry if you hear something in the background. I gotta get my Arizona tea first. Let me get my Arizona tea because my mouth already dried. I just started. Oh, another reason why I have not been on here is because my congestion has came up. So I have been feeling congested, and yes, my little coughs are with it. My nose been running, but I caught my nose. So yeah. But back to me talking. I live in the country that is a dumpster fire. So I want to talk about the train wreckage things that are happening on the internet. I will also want to briefly talk about the Olympics a little bit, but I'm gonna do this in order on how I saved it from the thing I saved this morning. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a lovely day. I am. Well, I tell you, there's a lot that has changed, and I don't know what to do with it. um, let's get it started with somebody's badass child. Did I do Conspiracy Sunday? I don't think I did Conspiracy Sunday. Okay. So I want you to read what this lady had to say. This is the reason why I'm not in teaching because my thing is I know my generation, millennials, they are the parents now, we are the parents now, or we are in the process of becoming parents, or we might be looking at potential of a baby daddy. We don't know. Sorry, it's everything was dry. My nose dry, my throat dry, everything's dry. Um, Everybody who's having kids are millennials and Zers. Okay, if you are I will say this though, if you're an alpha, alpha could be too. I don't know. Let's not judge. But this is the reason why I am not a teacher. So this lady, she came to the Ethernet and she said that remember a few weeks ago I told y'all this little boy busted my window. I went found his mother and she said she would place it and also listed all his mental illness issues to me. So I wasn't mad. Well, he ain't got his ass beat obviously because what the f is going on? So this is the bad little boy that busted the window out of this girl car. I busted the window out of this woman's uh house. Watch this. This is a little badass right here.
Excuse me, this your auntie right here, and So I can break your windows. I'm gonna leave it right here on top of your camera, alright? There you go. Excuse me, this your auntie right here, and
He bad. This child don't like he to me. This child. First and foremost, when the mom started listing mental illnesses, that's when I cut her off. Because it seems like y'all love to use mental illnesses as a way to excuse bad behavior. I am totally against that. If you have a mental illness, you have a mental illness. But to see him lit a split and smoke the split and then say, I'm sorry for busting away out your car. Here's some weed to calm you down. Oh, I've been livid. First and foremost, I'm calling CPS. Yes, I'm the black Karen that will call CPS on you and your children slitting splits in front of my freaking window. He busted the window out my house and then lit a split on my ring camera. Y'all kids are bad. Y'all kids are bad. Now, what is her excuse for him doing this? Because first and foremost, this boy don't look like he's nowhere near 15. One. Two, he bad. Somebody whoop his ass. He bad. Not lit a split. He smoked it. My ass don't even smoke hookah. And I'm 34. I'm damn near 34. My child has a mental illness. Maybe the mental illness is caused by the fact that he's smoking weed at a young age. I'm calling CPS though. If that child came to my door and he had a joint in his hand and he was smoking the joint, I would call CPS on the bitch. I don't give a fuck. I tried to be logical, but he gonna come to my window with a freaking joint smoking. First of all, little boy, I'm old enough to be your mama. Don't be coming to my door like that. I will kick you and your daddy and your mama's ass. Little badass. He bad. And some of you guys think it's cute. It's not cute. Why, at the age of 4, you over here smoking weed? And no, having a mental illness does not excuse that kind of behavior. I don't care which way you see that. I feel bad for these teachers that got to deal with bullshit like this. I really do. And I bet his mother, she tells the teacher, well, he has a mental illness. So the mental illness comes with smoking weed. Really? Or does he purple bunnies? They'll probably explain why he see the purple bunnies. Badass children. Next. Speaking of people having badass kids, um King prove that his parents paying tuition to go to private school with the white folks is just not doing it. So this child with the podcast asked him to spell tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. T-O-R. No, damn. Tomor. R O.
No.
That is it.
No, it isn't. It's spelled.
Wait, Halo, wait.
No.
Wait,
No,
Halo.
no, it's spelled TOMORROW.
I ain't gonna
Oh. Okay, this is 2 Chainz son. 2 Chainz, you know what you were doing when you did that, bro. You know what you did when you did it. 2 Chainz, you know better. You ain't sit up here trying to Prince of the South, are you? You better leave the Southern royalty alone. You know you wrong for this. 2 Chainz, why you do that boy like that? 2 Chainz. Cause I just realized this 2 Chainz said, I was like, this little boy looks for me, but I can't realize who it. 2 Chainz, why did you do that shot like that? Why you do that? You know he boy. Oh my god. You know that. You can't be doing that. That's Southern royalty. 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz. You can't be doing that to the king of the South cheering. 2 Chainz. Why'd you do that? Why you do that? Why? I agree. Tomorrow is one of those words that do trip you up. Okay. But it's also one of those words like it's like banana. And it took Gwen Stefani to do a song to teach everybody how to spell banana. Because it's not that it's hard to spell banana, it's you don't know how many A-N-A-N-A you have to put in bananas. So, it's the R's. You think there's 2 M's? There's actually 1 M, 2 R's. It's a lot. This is what happened when you smoke weed at 5. This ain't the child stupid. That's when you smoke weed at 5. When you sit there and let your little boys be bad, and you over here all up in your daughter's business because you want to make sure she don't sleep with somebody that's like you, which is hilarious to me. Your child end up not know how to spell tomorrow. Which, by the way, I'm gonna talk about another case dealing with T.I. with his mistaken identity and being in trouble, but I'll talk about that later. Now, apparently, some people in the comment section they felt some kind of way about what she said. I get what Roseanne Barr is saying.
How do you spell tomorrow?
Sorry, I get what Roseanne Barr is saying. So I want you guys to watch what Roseanne Barr has to say. People in the comment section don't get her type of comedy or whatever you have to say. But trust me when I say I totally get what she's saying. Look at this.
Hey, old bro. How are you doing? I'm here at Mar-a-Lago supporting Carrie Lake, and it was a fantastic evening, and our trumpet's here being the DJ, and I've just danced, and everyone's amazed. So I'm just going to say to you, please drop out of college because it's going to ruin your lives. Do me a favor, drop out. They don't teach you nothing good. Email me or Twitter me or whatever you call me, and I'll help you with your life. But you got to get out of college because it isn't nothing but devil worshiping, baby blood drinking Democrat donors. Love ya.
First of all, that went over a lot of people's head when she said that. Let me tell you why. Because if you are majoring in certain things, you are wasting your money going to college. Sorry, I'm just thirsty. One. Now, how it became devil worshiping Democrats, I don't know how it became devil worshiping Democrats. Far as I'm concerned, to each his own. Everybody's Satan to me. I'm sorry. Nobody's innocent in this. We could drag Kamala Harris all day long about having sex with everybody, but so has Trump. So I mean, who has not saying please pass the first stone? Like, please stop it. Like, stop it. Stop acting like y'all all have morals. Y'all don't. But I get the part where she's saying about the whole college thing. Let's just say this. If you're not majoring in the medical field or the law field, you should rethink going to school. Matter of fact, getting a bachelor's, getting associates, and getting a certification. If you are on the low income side, you should look into get a certification or a associate's. But going for 4 years and being 6 figures in debt is just definitely not the way to go. Y'all didn't get it. Y'all didn't get her sarcasm. Y'all don't get it. And that's okay. Y'all generation, they don't get jokes. That's why nobody like you guys. So, but yeah. Don't think that college is the same way. You're not going to get the same thing as your parents did before, where they went and got a 4-year degree. And by the time they were 25, they were able to afford a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. This was back when apartments were only $600 a month. Okay. So she has a point. But it's like, it's crazy to me how, like, the Republican Party, they're just so hypocritical. How are you going to be hypocritical of someone having an education when Trump has no credentials to be the president of the United States? But, you know, whatever, to each his own.
If you drink alcohol.
So, I did talk about Project 2025. Let's re-emphasize this. So she's talking about the 900-page dossier. Is it 900-page dossier of Project 2025? I want to re-emphasize that because it's going to be brought up later.
Is the 922-page MAGA manifesto. We printed the whole thing out, and it's brought to you by one of the most conservative DC think tanks, the Heritage Foundation. This is the culmination of nearly 50 years of work that began during the Reagan administration. Broadly, according to Heritage President Kevin Roberts, this is a Christian nationalist plan to end what he calls the Great Awakening and, quote, rescue our kids, reclaim our culture, revive our economy, and defeat the anti-American left at home and abroad. This manifesto, which they call a book, is a specific roadmap on how to accomplish that by giving a Republican president unprecedented power. They do that by slashing the federal government's footprint, gutting regulation.
Pay attention to that part, the keeping the president in power. This goes along with the narrative of not having an election every 4 years.
Slashing the money we spend on children, students, the elderly, the environment, education, and reproductive health care. Every single chapter describes in excruciating detail how to reorder our society by dismantling federal agencies and limiting the federal government's ability to help protect you, the American people, from predatory businesses, excessive taxes, poisoned air and water, you name it. Lately, former President Donald Trump and his campaign, fearful of how unpopular Project 2025 is, have claimed they have nothing to do with it.
I don't know what the hell it is. It's Project 25. He's involved in Project, and then they read some of the things, and they are extreme. I mean, they're seriously extreme. But I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it.
Yeah, but that's not the complete picture. Here is Trump promoting the Heritage Foundation and their little project just 2 years ago.
Heritage does such an incredible job, and they're going to lay the groundwork and detailed plans for exactly what our movement will do and what your movement will do when the American people give us a colossal mandate to save America. And that's coming. That's coming.
This is the 922 page.
Keep in mind that he said that he's like, oh, I find it to be ridiculous, blah, 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 blah. But long story short, didn't you say that, you know what, just, I'm going to keep it moving. We're going to talk about it later, how he's saying that he doesn't support Project 2025, but yet you brought up something that was a key part of Project 2025. Let me continue. Yeah, forget that. No, we ain't talking about them.
I visited the American.
We talk about that neither.
I found the perfect dough.
No. So, according to Kim Porter's quotation marks best friend, which I feel like she's full of shit. I don't believe this lady is really Kim Porter's best friend. But her name is Ebony Electra, and she debunked the rumor of a memoir, claimed there was never a book, a manuscript, nor a memoir. Bitch, bye. So this is her on her Twitter or Instagram. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Fuck this bitch. Now it's getting out of hand. There is no book. You had how many years? Kim Porter had passed away in 2018. November 2018. She passed away a month before her birthday. Her birthday is December 15th. So she passed November the 15th, 2018. And within this time period, 6-year time period, let me go off real quick because I don't want to read what this woman has to say because I don't believe a damn thing this witch is saying. Because the reason I say this is because you had 6 years to come out and say that the memoir was not real. Okay, so I'm guessing the check hit the bank account, and then this morning that she posted this 7 days ago, a week ago, and now she wants to come out and say that there's no memoir from Kim Porter. You've had 6 years to say something, ma'am. 6 years. 6 years to debunk the rumor. People said as soon as Kim Porter passed away, her body wasn't even cold yet. They said that there was a memoir exposing Diddy. It wasn't started by Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright is just continuing the narrative. And she does it a lot. The narrative that has been coming out on social media, regardless if it's real or not, she has been regurgitating it. She's pretending like she's coming up with something new. She's not. Nothing Jaguar Wright is saying is new. Okay? Just to inform you guys about that. Because people like me who've been a part of the truther and talking about the truth about what really going on, and I just started my platform in the 2020s. I didn't have the balls back then to say nothing. I will tell you, everything Jaguar Wright has said, other people have already said. She's not saying anything new. Excuse me. I'm a little gassy. She's not saying anything new to any of you guys about what's going on. There's nothing new under the sun about what she's saying. When she give me real information about what has happened, and specifically, I know for a mere fact it's not a delusion of grandeur, and it's real. Then I can sit up here and tell you that what she's saying is groundbreaking. But nothing Jaguar Wright is saying is groundbreaking. But it was out as soon as Kim Porter passed away, and it was announced that she passed away. People already said that she had a memoir exposing Diddy for being gay. Which really, to be honest with you, now all of a sudden, to be kind of honest with you, I don't care about the Diddy being gay part. He gay. Okay, so, and he gay. What that has to do with me? Because I wasn't sleeping with him. Damn sure wasn't sleeping with you. But back to Ebony Electra. You were her friend this whole time, and you decided in 2024, after she has been gone for now, November 15th will be her 6-year anniversary of her passing, of Kim Porter's passing. Why are you coming out now saying, give me a second. Why are you coming out now in 2024 and saying the memoir is not real? It says Kim would never do such a thing, and that's the honest God truth. Stop putting God in it. God knows the truth, and so does she. Yep, she knows the truth, and she probably did write a memoir. As for me, I could have had another person call my phone and send me a text message that this will out clearing the air. Any negative feedback or comment on this post will receive no response. Bitch, we don't care. You're clout chasing. So here's an Insta shot, and it says, I want to say this loud as I can. Kim Porter never drafted nor wrote a book, memoir, or manuscript. Bitch, Diddy is in trouble. He on that island with Russell Simmons, who swear he has never sexually assaulted anyone. If you never sexually assaulted someone, why the hell are you over there in some Asian country? If you didn't do nothing, come home. Diddy probably over there by now too, okay? They got the money. They got the connections. Diddy probably over there by now too. But why are these people hiding if they didn't do anything? One. And two, another question I have is that, like I said, this started as soon as Kim Porter passed away. When she passed away, people said that there was a memoir. Why the hell are you coming out 6 years later, you retarded ass bitch, saying Kim Porter never wrote a book? And I already tell you my theory. My theory is that the check hit. The check hit. These are excerpts from the book. And it's parts of the book where she even said that something happened to a specific producer. Yeah, okay, whatever, lady. Because they're using the excerpts from this book, in this whole Diddy suit. Girl, the check hit. Just say that. Just say Diddy just gave you your check. The check hit. Now I was saying she never had a book. Me and her best friends. I don't believe anybody like this. I don't believe this woman. I don't. I don't. I want you guys to watch this. And the messed up part is that Burger King has mozzarella chicken fries right now. And I want to taste the mozzarella chicken fries. But after seeing this, we're gonna have to make Burger King at home, honey. Shoot, let's go. Let's cut up some chicken tenderloins. Okay. Put some mozzarella cheese, wrap it up in mozzarella cheese. Okay. Then crunch up some hot Cheetos, roll it in some hot Cheetos, and there you have it. Mozzarella chicken fries. Watch this.
My name is Tiffany Floyd. I'm Tiffany Floyd. I live in Western New York. Today I went to Burger King by my house and I decided to get a Happy Meal for my daughter. I gave her the bag because obviously I'm a busy mom. I just gave her the bag to eat the food and I heard, "Mom, I don't want ketchup." So I take the bag back thinking that they messed up our order and I look in her bag and there is blood all over her bag, her toy, her fries, everything. So I called Burger King because I was not going to go back there. And the manager had told me that somebody did cut his hand, and that if I came back, he would give me a refund of my money. Now, I did reach out to our local health department. They did a report. There's not much more that they can do, they're saying. My name is Tiffany Floyd. I'm Tiffany Floyd. I put this out there because it was lunchtime today and there was a lot of people through the drive-thru. There was people in front of me and people behind me. So I will share the location of this Burger King. And if you were there, please contact them because this is a serious, serious issue. And now I have to wait a whole month to get my daughter tested for any blood issues. So thank you, everyone.
I'm speechless right now because that's so gross. Oh, that is so gross. That's gross. I'm gonna say this because I worked in the fast food industry before. I've been trying to figure out how y'all be getting injured. Because when we are prepping the meals, the fast food restaurant I worked at was Taco Bell, so nothing involved anyone cutting up anything. Okay, the tomatoes are pre-cut, the lettuce is pre-cut, the onions are pre-cut. I know for a fact they are because at Taco Bell, the lettuce, tomatoes, and the onions and the rice, all that stuff is pre-cut. The cheese, pre-cut. How the hell are you getting cut at a fast food restaurant? How y'all getting cut at a fast food restaurant? I'll be allowed. How's that happening? Explain this to me. Because y'all don't have to cut nothing. You don't even have to cut the sesame seed bread. So how are you? Explain to me, how are you cutting yourself? I never forget that happened to somebody hurt their finger or something like. I think it was a hangnail. How are you cut? How did what besides cutting a box or a paper cut? How are you getting cut? And if you know his finger was bleeding, why would you keep him working with the food? Don't y'all got some dishes y'all need to wash over there? Explain that to me. Yeah, that woman gonna get a lot of money. Cause that's gross. And God forbid her child get hepatitis B, C, or A. Lord.
When you hear
Okay. So Trump picking on VP Harris laugh. I'm sorry. I did that out loud.
yourself and JD Vance called weird by Kamala Harris, who believes that a man should be able to win a women's boxing championship, that a man should be able to be a women's swimming champion. We had Riley Gaines on the show earlier. Who's the weirdo there? What's weird? Actually letting men pretend to be women and win championships, or just saying women's sports should be played by women?
Well, they're the weird ones. And if you've ever seen her with the laugh and everything else, that's a weird deal going on there. They're the weird ones. Nobody's ever called me weird. I'm a lot of things, but weird I'm not. And I'm up front. And he's not either, I will tell you. JD is not at all. They are. I mean, who wants to have open borders? We're prisoners. That's weird. We're prisoners and we're mental institution patients are taken out of hospitals and jails and they're let into our country. That's weird. Who would want that policy? Who wants the men?
Okay, let's talk about that, Trump. Because I just watched a video, shout out to the lowly T, where you endorse a criminal getting out of prison. A black one. But because he was your type of black person, you took him out of prison. Let's talk about that. And yes, I do think it's weird that she laughs. She laughs too much. I don't understand why VP Harris is laughing too much. I guess you want to give the illusion of a jolly black woman. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you this, but that is an illusion. You are not going to get a jolly black woman not living in this bitch-ass United States of America. She's laughing too much. I agree with that. But he's the last one to throw rocks in a glass house, okay? Y'all over here throwing rocks at this lady, and you looking at a glass house. I feel like he's running out of options and opinions, but there's a lot of other areas where he's losing that. But I do think it's weird. The laughing all the time. What's so damn funny? That burger that woman just paid for was $20. And it had blood all over it. That's not funny.
A lot of folks were.
I'll talk about this later because I got an opinion on Lark Voorhees. She's so beautiful, by the way. Poor thing. But I'll talk about it. Okay, back to Diddy mess. So apparently, Stevie J over here, he feels some kind of way because his go-to guy one, his issue is that he messed up with his wife again, and so now he messed up and now he's trying to say sorry in a sexy way. So I guess he's sleeping in his car. That's what it looks like to me. He's sleeping in his car. He's sleeping outside. I don't know. One. But I guess he wants us to ignore the fact that he defended his friend, and it's been proven that his friend did all those things that they say he did. Stevie, get your life together, Stevie. Okay, Stevie? Stevie, nobody got time for your shenanigans. Nobody has time for your shenanigans, Stevie. Oh boy, I feel bad for this guy. Just to give you an idea of what's going on, it was revealed. I'll show you that first. Cause I thought this was so stupid when I saw it. I was like, this is the stupidest storyline ever, you guys. And everybody ignored me. So apparently I don't have it, huh? Okay, just to give you an idea, I'm gonna go back to Jonathan. They just revealed that when Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Doctor Doom. Okay. One. And because it's the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and so they're going into an alternative universe. If you did not watch the Marvels with Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, Kamala Marvel, her name is Kamala Marvel. Her name is not Kamala Marvel, but I couldn't think of the Marvel she is. Her name is Kamala. She they're going into an alternate universe where we're talking about Earth 616, and I think it had to do with his character Kang. Okay, if you watch all the last Marvel movies, it all concluded with his character Kang. Now, because he was trying to protect a crackhead from herself, and he's a black man, and he's not supposed to be touching a woman that is a European, he got in trouble because they said the injury was inflicted because he was trying to protect her because she was having a crack attack. And he still lost his whole career because of this. Okay? So, he's hurt. Which I feel for him. I really think this man is an amazing actor. He's great. He really kills his, like the movies he were in, he really did a great job. Okay? Jonathan Major really did an amazing job as an actor. So instead of finding someone to play Doctor Doom, which I think the original Doctor Doom they had from Fantastic Four, what's that guy name? That very attractive guy that was on Nip and Tuck. I love him. I think he should be Doctor Doom. Him and Robert Downey Jr. are around the same age, and I think he should be Doctor Doom. They should reprise him as Doctor Doom because I think, regardless of the fact that the material he did was cheesy in Fantastic Four, he did a great job as Doctor Doom because he was sexy as hell. They recast it and put Robert Downey Jr. Now, keep in mind they're talking about the multiverse, so there's multiverses. So, as you saw in the last Marvel movie, Monica Rambeau, she ends up in another universe and finds out her mother is alive in an X-Men in another universe. So, people who passed away in one universe are still living in another universe. That's what happened. But it still negates the fact that you started a storyline with the last Marvel movies that had to do with his character Kang, and you want us to pretend like it didn't happen. He has every right to be hurt. And for them to write him off just because he was trying to protect a crack whore, it's sad. It's awful. But he said he's hurt.
Nice.
I mean, it was announced that Robert Downey Jr. was, being brought back from Marvel to play Doctor Doom. I mean, it looks like he's replacing your villain, Kang. I mean, are you hurt with the new direction that Marvel is going?
Yeah, heartbroken.
You are.
Yeah, of course. Come on. Yeah, of course. I love him. I love Kang.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Doctor Doom is wicked though.
Oh, yeah, it is good. It's gonna be good. I mean, both Robert Downey Jr. and Ezra Miller have had a history of trouble with
Let's talk about that. Hold on. Thank you, lady. Thank you for bringing up Ezra Miller. Because I just watched that shit show of Flash. Not the shit show Flash. The movie Flash. The shit show movie Flash. But how they ended the TV show Barry Allen was a shit show too. And I will sit there and go off for 3 hours and 45 minutes about how that was a shit show. But let's talk about how come this man was accused of kidnapping, stealing money. You get to continue your character as Flash. You get to continue to be Flash over here pretending like you ain't over here kidnapping people and holding them against their will, and you over here protecting babies. Explain that, but he can't continue to be Kang. Because he really killed it as Kang. He really did. First and foremost, his arms looking nice. Your arms look nice, not your face. But I would ignore the face. I don't think the face is that bad, really. I know people exaggerate like that. He's not my cup of tea, but I would ignore the face because of how big the arms are. Damn, Jonathan. But how you gonna ignore Ezra and what Ezra Miller did to those people? He had a whole cult going on, like the Manson family. But he still gets to play Flash. And let's not talk about the fact that Jason Moore is weird as fuck. Amanda Hurd is a man beater. And left dog doo-doo on Johnny Depp's porch. But these people get to still play their characters. But he doesn't. Because he was over here trying to take care of a crack whore.
The law and getting arrested for felonies. I mean, you only had a misdemeanor. Do you feel like it's unfair that you're not being given? Hey, Jonathan, how are you?
Nice.
I mean, the same opportunities as them.
Damn. I think it's fair that Mr. Downey is being and has been greeted with patience and curiosity and love, and that Mr. Miller has gotten the same treatment, and that they're being allowed to work their art and be creative at that level. It's not. I'm not really. I didn't really get that. So
Do you wish you had the same opportunity as them?
I mean, that's hard. I mean, come on. Yeah.
I mean, why do you think that's the case though? For them.
Wow. I don't know.
He's not gonna say it, but it's because they're white. They're white.
Would you want your old the same opportunities as them? Like your old job back as King the Conqueror.
Kang?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love him. That's why I said I love him. I love him. I love Kang. Love Timeless. Love He Who Remains. Love him. If that's what the fans want, if that's what Marvel wants, let's roll. Hell yeah.
Like your old job back as King the Conqueror.
Let's be honest, even white people know this is bullshit. Like this is bullshit. Ezra Miller get to play Flash, which I really felt like he could have been replaced by Grant Gustin. Okay. Because what they did with Flash, the TV series, was crap. I'm not gonna entertain this anymore because the more I do it, the more I raise my blood pressure, and I just don't have time for that. It just irks the hell out of me what they did. I don't know if I could take another 8 years of Robert Downey Jr. I'm sorry. His character died. I don't want to see him no more. I want to see Kang.
One on the phone right now.
This is for personal consumption, so I ain't whatever. But I do have something to say about I do want to say something about this right here. Yes, she is bringing it, but I'm very confused about Drea Kelly at this point. I want you to watch the video. I will say this: I need to look like this at 50. Okay, that's why I had a smoothie this morning. Her body is banging, but I'm just highly confused as to with Drea Kelly personally. Y'all, but watch this video. She wants you guys to know she still has it, and she does. She's a professional dancer. Okay? Not a stripper, a professional dancer. And my issue really is that she is a professional dancer. She's not a stripper. She's not an exotic dancer. She's a professional dancer, meaning she's done ballet, she's done tap, she's done contemporary, she's done modern. And it confuses me. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm confused with the culture because it seems like even people who are rappers, they are starting to look more like strippers. And as someone who is as with Drea Kelly, as someone who is a professional choreographer and dancer, and for you to exploit yourself in a way as a stripper, it's crazy because you're not a stripper. You're a professional dancer, a professional choreographer. But I'm also confused about her actions on something else. I will be doing like a video series. I have to finish my OJ one. I haven't finished my OJ one yet. I should be finishing my OJ one this week. I said this weekend, but my weekend is swamped because I have to do a concert. But yeah, I will explain to you when I do my video. When I start doing my video and I start doing my video on Patreon where y'all can watch, y'all will understand why I'm just confused by her actions. All right. I want y'all to watch this video. This family went on vacation in the woods, and this mama bear and her cubs. And I want you to see what's going on because the little girl's making bear noises, but I want you to look at the bear and what the baby bear does.
Oh my gosh! Stop it! Stop it! Oh my gosh! Stop it! Stop it! Oh my gosh! Stop it!
First and foremost, why that bear stood up like a person? I guess the baby bear was like, "Oh, you gonna make fun of me? Well, okay, this is how you look. You look stupid." Oh my god, those cubs are so cute. But them making noises and stuff like that would not be what's going on in my house. In my house would be all freaking out, calling the National Guard, everything about these bears standing on the porch. But that baby bear stood up like, okay, you gonna make fun of me, make raw noises. I'm gonna make fun of you because this is how you look. You look stupid. But the bear looked like a freaking teddy bear when he did that. He's so cute. It's so weird.
Speaking of being good.
Your reaction to what we saw.
Okay. So this is what they had to say about what happened. Trump was speaking to the National Association of Black Journalists, which is NABJ, NABJ. Anyway, I want you to hear what they have to say.
My reaction is that it was a complete, absolute dumpster fire for the former president. I don't feel the need to give him any credit for showing up there because he came with a terrible attitude. He hit all of his regular hits, lying about his record for Black Americans. The comparison saying he's done the most for the Black community since Abraham Lincoln is obviously ridiculous. Unemployment is lower for Black Americans under Joe Biden than Donald Trump. Everybody knows that. Even Donald Trump knows that. People have told him. He just won't stop. I thought that he was rude and offensive to the questioners. I don't think...
Let's talk about the job thing. I didn't get employed until Biden was in office. So I call bullshit.
Response to what Joe was saying, that asking him, for instance, about calling Kamala Harris a DEI hire is going into debate mode. This is who his opponent is. And then his response that she used to be Indian and is now somehow Black was offensive no matter the color of their skin.
All right, look, she has an Indian mother and a Jamaican father.
Right,
I don't know why we have to... But she has an Indian mother and a Black father. So those are two different backgrounds. You know, this is, I just want to back up for a second here.
First and foremost, when did Fox News start to be common sense? Not your people turning on you, Trump. One, he did an awful job, by the way, which I will show you later. Like, he's such a fucking asshole. He was very disrespectful. And like she said, he had a bad attitude. He was talking to them like he was in a debate. And you were in a room full of Black female journalists, sir. How rude. And he's losing. Like, VP Harris, she don't have to do anything because he's screwing himself up. He's messing himself up because he thinks that he's so arrogant that he can't see what he's doing wrong. But for your own people at Fox News to be like, your people can't defend you nowhere, Trump. You gotta do better than this. You have to do better. So this is what he said about being at the Black Journalists Association. So this is what he had to say. He said, the questions were rude and nasty, often in the form of statements, but we crushed it. No, you didn't, because even people at Fox News say you didn't.
Your time. I want to start by addressing the elephant in the room, sir. A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabid to describe Black district attorneys. You've attacked Black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking Black supporters to vote for you, why should Black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question so in such a horrible manner.
Your time. I want to start by addressing the elephant in the room, sir.
First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the Black population of this country. I've done so much for the Black population of this country. First question. You don't even say.
You didn't even answer her question, bro.
Because he came with a terrible attitude.
Okay, I already showed that. Oh, this is a personal consumption thing. So yeah, I already watched this. This is a personal consumption thing. This is a personal consumption thing too. That too. That too as well. Let me find something else. Okay. A lot of this stuff is personal. I need to look up this case before I talk about it. This is probably like something else. Okay. Oh. That's for podcast too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the craziness with the Olympics real quick. Okay. I want to talk about the Olympics just for a split second. The Olympics started like 2 weeks ago, you guys. And there's been a lot of conversation about the opening ceremony. I can't find my stuff dealing with the opening ceremony. It's a lot of conversation about the open ceremony. People felt like it was blasphemous. And I have my opinion on it. I watched the opening ceremony. Why am I saying like I can't think? Okay. I can't find my stuff dealing with the Olympics. I guess I got rid of it. So I'm just gonna have to stick with this opera singer.
This
who sounded beautiful. Well, she did. She sounded beautiful. I want to touch on some things that I saw. A lot of people felt like the drag, the I'm gonna say the ballroom scene. Okay, I felt it was giving ballroom with the fashion show they were doing. Like, oh, this is a fashion show. No, this is ballroom, honey. Okay, this is a ballroom get together. And people felt some kind of way. They felt like it was blasphemous because they kind of did like a Last Supper thing with it, and people were offended. I wasn't offended by that. I wasn't offended by that. Another thing was the torch runner, the torch bearer. Um, People had issues with the torch bearer. The torch bearer, the guy who was the torch bearer throughout the whole scene was masked. Nobody know who that talented young gentleman was. Then it was a lady on a horse in silver with the white horse, and people felt like it was one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, when it was really significant up to Joan of Arc. The thing that bothered me was the Marie Antoinettes, the headless Marie Antoinettes in the window. It was dark. I'm not gonna lie, I felt like it was dark. It was a little bit dark, a little bit to me. The Olympics. But I like that they were different this year. They kind of made a red carpet event, which to me, I felt like there was a lot of elements to it that was introducing America, which America is not supposed to do its introduction until the closing ceremony. But they had Aya Nakamari do her songs, do her music. I love that. And then and then I felt like, I don't know. The only part that bothered me was the headless Marie Antoinette, because I know her history, and it's kind of really sad. And it's sad how they did her and how they did her son, and just the awful things they did to her. And she never said let them eat cake. There's always an assumption. Somebody always say, "Well, she said let them eat cake." That's not what she said. That's not what Marie Antoinette said. That's not what she said. She never said that. You know, um, so that's the only part that bothered me, was the whole Marie Antoinette thing. I felt some kind of way about that. But I can't help but feel certain types of ways about certain things. Don't get it twisted. I peeped some of the things that was happening. Um what's the way of saying this without saying this and without sounding like a warmonger or something like that. Half the world is beefing. I'll tell you that much. When I was watching this, I mean, you know, Palestine and Israel can be on a boat together. There are a lot of people who are refugees of wars. I remember there was 1 year, just 1 year, where this guy was not claimed by his country, and he was part of the Olympics team. For them to have a larger group of people part of that's represent the Olympics, representing themselves by themselves. That's crazy. It's bananas. I didn't understand the purpose of Lady Gaga being there. Like I said, the American transition should have been in the closing ceremony. But people were complaining. I looked at it. It was very different. It was new. It was different. And it was different. The part that I liked is when it was a balloon they lit up, and it was a balloon in the sky. But other than that, it was also raining during the opening ceremony. So yeah. But I know them athletes are happy they didn't have to walk. Because usually they had to walk in this big giant arena with all these countries, and they didn't have to do that. They were on a boat. It made me want to go to Paris, which I wanted to go to Paris, but you know, I had to work day of opening ceremony. I had to work. I had to work. All right. This idiot right here said that Vice President Harris was a witch. Witch is what? Which is a witch? Well, what is this? what? Oh my god! This girl, she swear. She said she saved and she's sanctified. Okay. Roe Victy, she is saved and sanctified. And witch. What is a witch? Witch what? What? Girl. This is as stupid is and stupid does. Stupid is and stupid does. What are you talking about? Oh my god. What? Jesus. Just in case you know, this is the Yellowstone National Park. This is scary. No child should be left behind. I don't know why that baby was back there like that, but this geyser is exploding.
Oh.
Girl. See. I'm gonna cuss her ass out on something on another day. Cuss her ass out another day. I am gonna curse her ass out. I don't appreciate because she came out and said something when the whole thing happened with Sonya Massey. So yeah. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed my live. I'll be coming back more often on here. I will try to come back on here more often. I only got 2 classes this semester. So I hope you guys enjoyed my live. To end this live off, I want to play this young lady doing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed by the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the... Oh, say, can you see?
Gentlemen, we are officially failures here. It's a shit show. Thank you guys for coming to my live. I hope you enjoyed my live. I will be back soon. It's not gonna be this weekend, I know for damn sure. So I'll probably be back on here by Friday. Thank you guys for coming to my live. I am so outie.